Hello fellow exiles. Today, I would like to showcase a build where, most of the time, we simply walk and everything around us dies. This build centers on Spiraling Conspiracy, the skill granted by the Raven's Flock unique staff. Its passive effect maintains a permanent ring of ravens circling our character, dealing physical and chaos damage over time to anything standing inside. The active command creates a narrow rectangular zone that frequently hits enemies for physical attack damage. The skill is classified entirely as a single minion rather than a spell, so it scales primarily through minion modifiers. GGG was very conservative with its base numbers, and despite sharing a playstyle similar to Righteous Fire from Path of Exile 1, there aren't many practical uses for the skill. At here, we use an unintended interaction to make it a little bit more playable. This interaction allows Spiraling Conspiracy to benefit from additional minion level scaling from another weapon set. To achieve this, first toggle off the equipping restriction under the Game tab in Options, then socket a limit of one socketable item, in our case, the Rune of Vitality, into the Raven's Flock Staff and the Choba Chaba Hammer respectively. Rune of Vitality has a limit of one restriction across all equipped gear, and having conflicting copies on both items is what enables this interaction. Place the Raven's Flock in Weapon Set 2 and Choba Chaba in Weapon Set 1, then log out and log back in. Spiraling Conspiracy's passive Raven Circle will persist on our character even while we are on Weapon Set 1, and we can use its active command skill from Weapon Set 1 as well. In this state, the Raven's Flock's own item stats do not apply. Only Weapon Set 1's stats are active. That means Spiraling Conspiracy gets the plus to levels of all minion skills modifier from Choba Chaba and our offhand scepter for a total of up to +9. This brings the skill stats from unplayable to barely acceptable. Other builds can benefit from this same interaction, using conflicting limit of one socketables. Caster builds, for instance, can pair Runeseeker's Fork with Adonia's Ego to activate Pinnacle of Power while casting spells with Runeseeker's Fork. Even with the extra levels, Spiraling Conspiracy still needs supplementary damage. I chose the Abyssal Lich Ascendancy because Rupture the Flesh causes cursed enemies killed by us or our allies to explode, dealing physical damage equal to 25% of their maximum life. The Raven Circle and the active command from Spiraling Conspiracy are classified as allies, so they can synergize with this node. We also run a Blasphemy Aura with Despair to reduce nearby enemies' chaos resistance. This means every enemy around us is automatically cursed and primed for potential detonation. The Blasphemy setup also includes Repulsion and Living Lightning 2, which, along with a gained lightning damage modifier from a Heart of the Well jewel, provides some supplementary clearing on top. Defensively, we rely on 20,000 energy shield, adequate evasion and deflection, and an additional mitigation layer through damage bypassing energy shield. The Eternal Life Ascendancy passive prevents our life from changing while we have energy shield. We pair that with 15% of damage taken bypassing energy shield, 10% from the Soulless Form Ascendancy node, and 5% from Heavy Buffer on the passive tree. Our energy shield scaling comes primarily from Skin of the Loyal. This unique body armor increases energy shield by a percentage equal to our uncapped cold resistance beyond the 75% cap. By stacking cold resistance on rings and across every gear slot, we reach approximately 1000% uncapped cold resistance, which translates directly into 1000% increased maximum energy shield. Sustaining that energy shield pool is equally important. Energy shield recharge was heavily nerfed this league, with many related passive nodes removed or weakened. Because we are Abyssal Lich, we have access to Umbral Souls, which turns our minions into buff providers. Each Skeletal Cleric grants 30% increased energy shield recharge rate. With 12 active in our case, that totals 360% increased energy shield recharge rate, bringing our recharge to close to 12,000 energy shield per second. This is an exceptionally valuable stat now, and the primary reason I chose Abyssal Lich over Standard Lich, even though both have access to Rupture the Flesh. Faster start of energy shield recharge modifiers come from our rare jewels, pushing the recharge delay down to approximately 1.2 seconds. I want to be clear about this build's reality. The cost efficiency is very poor. At comparable investment, it underperforms most other builds, and that is already accounting for the unintended interaction. After significant currency investment, it can handle all of the high difficulty endgame content, but its overall efficiency sits below average, especially when it comes to single target damage. This is more of a thematic choice, built around the appeal of a low input, walking-centric playstyle. I would not recommend this as a practical build, particularly on a lower budget. The rest of this video shows additional gameplay footage, along with the passive tree, skill gems, and gear. The PoE link is in the description. If you found this informative, please consider liking and subscribing. Thanks for watching.